Welcome to our home and these beautiful roses that are still blooming the end of October. We don't have an abundance of roses, but the few that are still coming out are really so beautiful. So this is the Sunday before Halloween, and I wanted to share an experience that I just had. First of all, I feel that all of us are needing a touch of wonder, a touch of specialness, perhaps now more than ever before, because there's so much going on in our world and especially in this country, in the United States. It's so much. If we put our attention on all that's going on in our country, we could get really bogged down, like we're carrying a huge weight. Well, I was in one of those spaces, and I had an eye appointment downtown in Santa Cruz, and it meant I had to park and walk along the main part of the downtown Santa Cruz. And while I was walking, I noticed a group of developmentally challenged young people sweeping a street, sweeping a part of the sidewalk. And there was one young man who had Down syndrome, and he was really, really focusing. He was really going to do a really good job on his sweeping. And while he was sweeping, a young woman in a Halloween costume walked by with a white dress, and she had wings that you put on, and it was obvious to me it was close to Halloween, and she was in a costume. But this young man looked at her, and he said, "Are you a real angel?" And she said, "Yes." And she walked on by, and then I followed, and he said, with all this wonder and beauty in his face, "I just saw a real angel." And for that moment, I was taken up with the wonder and the magic of what he was experiencing. And it was so beautiful, and I realized that I can put my attention on the wonder and the magic that's going on in this world. Rather, when I put my attention on the news, it's almost too much. I mean, we have to be informed, but not that informed. That putting our attention on the magic and the wonder is so much more important. I want to also just say a little bit about Halloween itself. So, having raised 3 children and 2 grandsons, we have trick-or-treated a lot, gone with our children as they go up to houses. And this is something that I've learned. Children, they want more than just the candy, the treat. They really want the love. And there's sometimes you go up to a house and there's a basket. And you just decide, take what you want. That's not much fun for kids. And then there's other times that someone answers the door begrudgingly and poop, 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 and then closes the door again. That's not what they want. And then there's other times that people open the door and they're like in the wonder of the child's costume.
Yeah.
And they like, "Oh, you look like such a beautiful princess," and "Oh, what a scary ghost you are." And, they'll just really, just for a moment, it takes just a little bit more time. And it doesn't matter the treat. It doesn't matter if you're handing out just the tiniest little thing or a whole candy bar or, I don't know, it doesn't matter to kids. What they really want is that exchange of the wonder and the magic. And since we live in the country, we would drive our kids to these really nice places where people would decorate. And I noticed that our children would remember the people that were nice. And they go, let's go to that house. And they didn't really know why. They didn't have words, but they knew that they were getting a lot more than the treat. So,
Sometimes the kids think they want the best treats.
Yeah.
But really, in their hearts, they want to be acknowledged and recognized, right?
Exactly.
We all want that.
Exactly. And I feel these people that come out and give something of themselves besides just the treat, they've got to be so much happier. You know? So.
Oh. All right. Well, I have a new song for everybody, and before I sing it, I just keep feeling there's this Sanskrit word Maya. Some of you may know this word. It refers to the illusion of, or the appearance of the world, rather than what's really happening, or the long game, maybe, if you could call it that. And I also had the image of, imagine if somebody had never seen or didn't know what a butterfly was, and they see this caterpillar going through this it's actually kind of ugly in a way, the transformation, and it looks like a really weird and horrible thing is happening, and yet the end result is the butterfly, and it flies away. And I love that image, to put too much attention on the ugly part of the transformation, is to miss out on what's really happening in the world. And I know that's a big ask for some of us, to be able to have faith that the butterfly actually is forming in this world. So that's kind of what this song is about.
Oh, that's a beautiful image, Barry. This is my new favorite song, this one.
Okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. When the world is hard to bear, and we can't come up for air, when our ears refuse to hear, and it all seems so unfair. When the world is hard to bear, and we can't come up for air, when our ears refuse to hear, and it all seems so unfair, then it's time to say a prayer. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. When our hearts are filled with pain, and the rivers flood with rain, when our minds are going insane, and our efforts seem in vain, when our hearts are filled with pain, and our efforts seem in vain, then it's time to pray again. We're gonna be okay. 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 So close your eyes and really try and feel that. There's a butterfly forming in this world. And we're going to be, all of us, we're going to be okay. No matter the darkness, the light is going to win out. We're in the process of transformation. We have to trust that. And if we do, if we trust this process and understand the meaning of Maya or illusion, then we know we're going to be okay. All right, open your eyes. And that's what we're asking. We're asking, and like Joyce so beautifully said, we're asking you to feel the magic, okay? And feel the wonder, not just of Halloween, but of your life and of being on Earth. All right? Thanks again for watching.
Oh, I love that song, and that just that verse, keeping that going in your mind, that we're going to be okay. Yeah. There are times when it seems like we're not, but we're really going to be okay. So, this is the homework for this week, and especially on Halloween, if you're blessed enough to get those little trick-or-treaters that come to your house, just treat them with so much love and wonder and a sense of magic, and it'll make you happy, and it'll really make them so happy.
And if there's no kids that come to your house, treat everyone with that love and wonder.
That's true.